Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Saturday, 15th of April 2023. This day is celebrated as World Art Day. World Art Day is observed every year on 15 April to celebrate fine arts and promote awareness of creative activity around the world. After decades of struggle and after India's independence, the Chief Commissioner's province of Himachal was finally recognized on 15 April 1948. Every year, the Himachal Day is celebrated on this date, as Himachal was declared as a province of India on this day. So, starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu states that Mumbai Samarkand meeting is increased focus on connectivity to Central Asia, Afghanistan. File photo of Chabahar port in the April 12-13 joint working group meeting of India and Central Asia, Chabahar in Mumbai, India, emphasized the need to respect sovereignty and territorial integrity while pushing for connectivity projects. The Hindu newspaper also states that drones to deliver medicines for Char Dham pilgrims in case of emergency. Drones will be used to deliver medicines to Char Dham pilgrims during any emergency, according to Health Ministry officials. Kedarnath, Badrinath, Gangotri and Yamunotri, all 10,000 foot high pilgrimages in the Garhwal Himalayas will be covered under the scheme. Here's an image of a drone. The Hindu newspaper also states that a NISAR satellite to map Himalayas seismic zones. A large section of the Himalayan region falls in Zone 5, with the highest risk of strong earthquakes. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that government's face check unit is not for censoring journalism. IT Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar says the rules have attracted criticism from a range of stakeholders. The Congress and several other opposition parties, including the TMC, RJD, and CPI, have come down heavily on the government over its decision. Union Minister of the State Electronics and IT Rajiv Chandrasekhar. Indian Express also states that 20 years of Swagat to be celebrated. The initiative statewide attention on a grievance by application of technology. Swagat entails a system devised through information technology in the which the Chief Minister himself listens to the grievances of people on last Thursday of every month in the presence of concerned officials. Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupinder Patel. Indian Express also states that force behind Sikh Guru's No 12 Brave Women from a Sikh History featured in the special calendar in the United Kingdom. The UK-based organization Mahala 9 has teamed up with the charity group Realize One to release a calendar for 2023 titled Women of Sikhi, which features 12 such Sikh women whose stories of courage, determination, and dedication have been largely ignored for long. From left to right, Bibi Amro. Artist Mani Dhaliwal, Deep Kaur, Beni Nanaki, Jatinder Singh Durrani, Mata Sahib Deva, and Bibi Mumtaz, the brave woman of Lahore. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that Kenya condemned the United Nations Deputy Secretary General's remark on President Ruto. Kenya is disturbed by comments about the President William Ruto, reportedly attributed to the United Nations Deputy Secretary General in a leaked United States classified document, a senior Kenyan official said on Friday. Kenyan President William Ruto speaks next to German Chancellor Olaf Scholz during a news conference in the Federal Chancellery in Berlin, Germany, in March 20, 2023. Hindustan Times also states that Delhi trial for rape by a Ghemi in Afghanistan. A Delhi court has ruled that an army major can be tried in an Indian court under alleged charges of bigamy and rape that he had allegedly committed when he was posted in Afghanistan. Metropolitan Magistrate Sonika of Khartoum District Court cited that a Delhi High Court order to establish that an Indian court has the jurisdiction to conduct the trial in such case. Hindustan Times also states that Atiq moves application in court to attend the last rites of son. Prayagraj gangster turned politician Atiq Ahmed on Friday moved an application before the evacuation court of the district court in Prayagraj to permit him as father to attend the last rites of his son Asad Ahmed, who was wanted in the Umesh Pal murder case and killed in an encounter with UPSTF in Jhansi on Thursday afternoon. Gangster turned politician Atiq Ahmed being produced before the CJM court in the Umesh Pal murder case in Prayagraj on Thursday. Going towards the economy of the country, India, Japan, and France launched a common platform for Sri Lanka with debt restructuring program. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman speaks at the G20 News Conference during the World Bank IMF Spring Meeting at the International Monetary Fund headquarters in Washington on April 13, 2023. In railways, turns 177 key Vande Bharat trains aside, who does the railway really cater to? The Chennai Coimbatore Vande Bharat Express, which was flagged off by PM Modi on April 8. Tata Motors increased prices of passenger vehicle from 1st May. The company said it has been absorbing a significant portion of increased costs on account of regulatory changes and rise in overall input costs and is hence compelled to pass some proportion through this hike. Textile and apparel exports declined 14% in March 2023. Cotton textile exports crossed $1 billion. It is an encouraging sign, and the hope is that the momentum will be maintained, says Tharaj Gopal, Executive Director of Cotton Textiles Export Promotion Council. Going towards the world news, including French President Macron's pension law passes French constitutional test. Minneapolis okays tan-Muslim prayer call, first for big United States city. Imran Khan appears in Lahore. High Court gets protective bail for using inappropriate language against army officers. 7.0 magnitude earthquake shakes Indonesia's main island. Welcomed in Ireland, causing Joe Biden jokes of staying. China vows not to sell arms to any party in Ukraine war. Going towards the science and technology, Reserve Bank, RRI scientists unravel a mystery behind absence of dust in the distant galaxy GN Z11. Hubble Space Telescope image shows the galaxy GN Z11 in the inset as it was 13.4 billion years in the past, just 400 million years after the Big Bang, when the universe was only 3% of its current age. In this image released by NASA on March 3, 2016. Europe's Jupiter Moon's mission launched on second attempt. This photo provided by the European Space Agency shows an Ariane pyro rocket carrying the Jupiter Icy Moon's Explorer JUICE spacecraft on launch pad at Europe's spaceport in Kourou, French Guiana on Wednesday, April 2023. Unsound climate studies sneak into print. Scientists Based authors are taking advantage of an overloaded assessment system, undermining the scientific evidence that provides the bedrock for climatic action. Scientists unveil new and improved skinny donut black hole image. The combination of image provided by researcher Leah Medeiros shows image of the M87 black hole released in 2019 in the left, and an updated one for 2023. The new version published Thursday, April 13, 2023 in the Astrophysical Journal Letters. AI keeps the original shape, but with the Skinner ring and the shaper resolution. Even with the many telescopes working together, gaps remain in the data. In the latest study, scientists released on the same data and used machine learning to fill the missing pieces. India reports 11,109 fresh cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. A file photo of the health workers wearing a personal protective equipment to take part in a mock drill to check the preparation of the COVID-19 facilities at JLNM hospital in Srinagar on April 10, 2023. Climate change pitting humans and wildlife against each other, says Indian conservationists. File picture of Royal Bengal tiger in the Sundarbans. Oh. At last, there's a famous quotation said by APJ Abdul Kalam, whose full name was Ul Pakir Jainul Abidin Abdul Kalam, whose birth anniversary is 15 October 1931. And death anniversary is 27 July 2015, was an Indian aerospace scientist and statesman who served as the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2027. He was born and raised in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, and studied physics and aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as a scientist and science administrator, mainly at the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) and Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO), and was intimately involved in the India's civilian space program and military missile development efforts. He thus came to be known as the Missile Man of India. Remember, Missile Man of India for his work on the development of ballistic missile and launch vehicle technology. He also played a pivotal organizational, technical, and political role in the India's Pokhran second nuclear test in 1998, the first since the original nuclear test by India in 1974. Mr. Kalam states a famous quotation. He says that luxury and lies have huge maintenance costs, but truth and simplicity are self-maintained without any cost. Okay, thank you.